¿Qué tal, amigos de Claro Música? Pues en esta ocasión vamos a platicar con nuestros amigos de Gus Gus. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Very good.
Very good.
How are you?
Where are you now?
We are in Reykjavik.
Yeah, I'm in Hafnarfjörður, but it's basically in Reykjavik.
Okay, perfect. Let's talk about music. First, let's talk about this single, Higher.
Oh yeah. So basically, it was written almost a year ago, and Biggie sent me a demo, and I really liked it, and it had this great soundscape and really massive sound. Yeah, I was watching the Crown, the TV series, which is a TV show about the British royal family, and it captured my attention how powerful they were without being powerful, and how lonely they were in their big castles. So yeah, it was basically about how to say it. Yeah, it was always like this feeling of needing something more, getting higher, you know. Yeah, do you guys want to talk about the tower?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's the song is, of course, the first one that we're releasing from our new album, Mobile Home, that we will release next year in the spring. And I must say that we are really, intrigued having Margaret on board. Like Margaret said, we have been, kind of in talks since we worked a little bit together on one on Works albums back 9 years ago. So we have been in kind of full contact, and when she showed interest in singing a song for Gus Gus, I just sent her immediately a demo, and the track became reality. And after that, Margaret came into our project of finishing our new album. So and that was kind of, you could say it was just what we needed to finish it. So we are now embarking on a new journey that this album is, with all its singles, and Higher is the first one.
Okay. Where did you get inspired to compose Higher?
Well, basically the first thing was that, I just wanted, to create this, just like this hammering reggae techno party. So that was the origin of the demo. But I think that Margaret explained a little bit, what her take on the lyrics was. Margaret.
Yeah. It was about something powerful and sad at the same time, because like the beat is so heavy and powerful. And yeah, as I said, like when I watched The Crown, have you seen The Crown, by the way?
Okay.
Yeah. It was so weird to see this powerful people, like being so powerful without being powerful, and so lonely and distant from, reality. And that is what I was inspired. That's why inspired for writing Higher. So yeah, smile.
Yeah, and when we did the video, we have the symbol of the Babel Tower. It's basically based on, while people are climbing up the stairs of power, looking down on the rest of humanity, climbing up, they can always go higher and higher until they reach their heaven and will be burned, basically. So it is. So the video is kind of symbolizing this in a way that where this power, this greed for power is like symbolized in this Babel Tower as like a spiral that can go on forever.
Okay. And what makes you higher? Personal, what makes you higher?
That's a good question. I mean, what we're writing in this song, there's nothing that can basically take you higher. Maybe the song can take you higher.
Okay, and the others?
I think it's basically just whatever, you know, what takes you higher is, of course, when you can just feel the, you know, like all of the world around you somehow lifting, you know, breathing under your wings somehow, whatever you're doing, if you are doing your, you know, your work or dealing with people or just walking in nature, just anything that brings like wind beneath you. So it can be whatever, it depends on what it is, you know, that you're doing.
Being high is can be a totally mental or spiritual state of mind where you are in connection with what you're doing at the moment, whether you're washing the dishes or creating something magnificent like a new song, you know. So it's the state of high that everyone wants to reach, you know, that ecstasy of just being one with what you're doing.
Okay. You have been several times here in Mexico. What do you think of our music?
It's happy.
It's very festive.
I mean, there's a lot of, you know, the variety is big, so it's really hard to allegorize or say one thing about Mexican music, but it has like you know, the traditional folk music is very uplifting and you know, makes you want to, you know, move your feet and smile.
And go to the bar.
And go to the bar.
Okay, here in Claro Music, you can create your own playlist. What will be your 5 favorite songs? Well, let's make 2 and 2 favorite songs in your life.
In our life, you know, that is a difficult question, of course. You know.
That's a horrible question.
You put us on the spot.
Okay, while you think about yours, kids, I can answer in mine. Okay, so the essential tracks is the songs of my life. Yes. Okay. Here are the songs of my life. Are you ready? It's Kano, Another Life, the instrumental version. It is the track Utopia with Kajagoogoo. It is the track
which one with Kajagoogoo?
Too
Utopia.
Shy.
Too Shy. Oh,
okay. And then I would say that, you know, I have to pick something with Deepest Mode. Maybe Behind the Wheel to be not too obvious. And then I would say, you know, I have to pick something from '93. Yeah, Papua New Guinea with Futures Under London. Let's pick that one. It's actually '92 though. And then Marathon Man with Stefan Bocin. So you have my 5.
Okay.
You're very generous, Piggy. He was only asking for 2 each. But okay, I have my 2 songs. They are Blue Monday, New Order, and No More Heroes with Stranglers.
Okay.
I'm going to say 4 a.m. with Grimes because I've been dancing a lot to it these days to get a little bit more uplifted in life.
Higher.
Yeah, higher. Trying to get higher, you know. And I'm going to say Teardrop with Massive Attack.
That's a nice song.
It is.
Perfect. Okay, already with several years in music, what means Gus Gus in this time?
What does it mean? It means a band who is serious about making, you know, well written pop tunes that can both appeal to the mind and the body.
Yeah, I would say also that, you know, what we are, of course, doing a little bit as an artist is kind of reflecting the world as we see it, and as the world is changing it changes also what we see, and we're just reflecting on that, just taking what we see and molding it into pictures and throwing it back at people to maybe get them to think a little bit about things. We just addressing things that we find interesting in this life. So I think that's the thing, and I think we are, of course, thinking a little bit about what it is to be human in this new times of technology, and where people are kind of closer together but still not, and where we are going into these strange times where the economics is kind of failing to a stand, and we are going more into this factory, somehow, how to say it, we are being too much, going into being more and more slave to our own economic system, and so we were kind of reflecting on that a little bit. Not that we have any, black pictures in our head. I'm really optimistic that we will move forward, but it is necessary to kind of look at things as it is, and to be able to evaluate what we want to do differently.
Yes, I think we're very concerned about the state of the world, but we are quite optimistic about the outcome, especially when we get this time to reflect and look inwards.
Okay. In 2021, you released a new album. Tell me a little more, please, about him.
Our next album.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It's very good.
Thank you, Margaret. Yeah.
Margaret is going to be. Margaret, you're gonna be singing a few.
I'm
few
going to
songs.
be singing in 8 songs. 7?
8 songs.
8?
7 of 9. 7 of 9.
Yeah.
Lending her beautiful talent to many songs on the albums, and yeah, we're gonna, this album is just like Biggie was talking about, a sample of our take on the world today, and 9 stories or little concepts, small short stories about how it can be looked at, and how we can how we see the world through these
Strange camera, to our
Yeah,
camera, Gus Gus camera.
yeah.
And if I can maybe tell you a little bit about like the sounds and how the feel of it is that we are working a little bit. We started on the last album with Liza More Flexible. We started going a little bit, examining chord structure that were a lot used in the late 70s, early 80s, in the new wave era, when people were figuring out synthesizers for the first time. And it's a kind of a different take that it is today. It is more strange and far further away from soul music. The chord structures now is really much connected with soul music and jazz, but this was really strange, punky attitude, and we are kind of and on the same last album as well, we were having this Italo disco flair thrown in the mix with that, and of course just mixed with whatever we feel is cool today. But there were tracks on, when we were working on the last album, there were tracks that were darker, like stronger and more kind of, you could say maybe had a little bit more of a rock attitude or something like that. And with this album, we were basically continuing the work that we started on the last album, but just like when we did Arabian Horse, started doing 24/7, we are kind of doing bigger songwritings. We're going deeper into the lyrics, and kind of finishing what we kind of started on the next album, and finishing it with like Margaret said, a really good album.
Oh, goddamn good album.
A good album. Okay, Margaret, can you talk about Bach, please?
Oh yeah, so I started the band in 2013, and it's like it's a indie electronic pop band, and we've released 2 albums and 2 EPs, and Biggie worked with me, and he actually helped us create basically one of our biggest singles. So it was very nice working with him, and I'm happy to work with him again. But yeah, we've been a band for 8 years, and I'm making a new album with them now, and so yeah.
Don't forget that that the album that you released last
Oh
year,
yeah.
In the Dark, it was voted the best album of the year in Iceland, and
Yeah,
it truly was. It was the best album released in Iceland last year, and also Margaret won the award of being the best female vocalist. So Gus Gus, only the best, only the best.
and this beautiful fusion, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a perfect actually.
Perfect vision. Okay. But thank you very much for the interview. We hope to see you soon in Mexico City.
Escucha cualquier estación de radio del mundo en tiempo real. Abre Claro Música, visita la sección de radios y selecciona la estación hablada que más te guste. O también puedes seleccionarla por música, género o por artista. Y lo mejor es que puedes elegir el estado o país que quieras. Descarga o actualiza tu app.